Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a good time and um, everybody having a good day. I want to start this off by, sending congratulations to Hatch girls and boys team for winning, from the Francis girls for winning as well. And then Francis boys are playing right now. So best of luck for them in Perry County. Um, I know there's a lot of people at the game right now showing support, doing what we do, and doing what they always done to support our kids. So I want to just send a shout out to them. But man, I appreciate you guys, man. Back in Georgia, and today, man, I wanted to come on here and continue the open discussion. All right. And the thing that I wanted to talk about today was possible alleged absentee ballot voting issues observed during the last Marion, Alabama election. In particular, talking about during the runoff election in September of 2025. I'm going to discuss some other things, but definitely want to hone in on that. Hope everybody's doing well, man. For real. Coming back, Alledge is messing up, just getting back this morning. This afternoon, this for lunch. Two reasons why I didn't come on usual time. I cooked lunch for my team. It's just something that I've always done. I've done it for over the last decade. My part of my love language is cooking, and I cook for my team. They really enjoyed it, and man, they gave me a gift today that was definitely one of the top gifts that I received in my career. Very thoughtful gift, and shout out to them. And today, wasn't planning on it. Got a little emotional today, but just grateful for the opportunity of serving. Tomorrow is my official 26th year in the military, so that's my Army-versary tomorrow. And the thing about it, with all of it, is the thing about all of that, just think about it, is it's about the people, the experience, and learning from the people. And that's one of the things that I said today. But man, with that being said, man, let's get right into it, man. Happy Tuesday to you. I made the adjustment about the live today because of the game and also what I had going on at lunch. But hey, let's get right into it. All right. Enough of the introductions. Here we go. 5 hours ago, I posted possible alleged absentee ballot voting issues observed during the last Marion, Alabama election. Right? So I want to break this down. I'm going to take some time to break this down so people can understand. One of the things I want people to understand is, what does the actual law say? And before I get into that, it is important to understand what the actual law says, who is responsible for what governs what. And a lot of things people run off of their emotions. They run off of what they heard. But I like to deal with black and white and what the actual law says. And we're going to go on to talk about, first we're going to define what Alabama law says about who actually runs a city election, a municipal election. A city and towns are called municipalities in the state of Alabama. In the state of Alabama, they have 8 different categories. Depends on the size of the town. The majority of the cities and towns that we have in our area in the Black Belt are considered, I'm not going to misspoke, but it's class 1 through 8. I think Birmingham and Huntsville like class 1, over 300,000. And then they go down, and I think the bottom is where typical all of our towns typically fall in. That's less than 3,000 people. And that's the state of Alabama. So I want to get that, but we're going to discuss who's in charge of running. Good afternoon, Lady Moore, but who's in charge of running elections in the state of Alabama? And I'm giving you guys facts. So it is what it is. We're going to talk about the facts of what an absentee ballot must have to count in the state of Alabama. We're dealing with facts, and that's straight from the this information that's coming from the Secretary of State page. and then give an account of firsthand witness on some things that was observed during the election, and just providing the law for it. So I just wanted to give that background so people can understand what's going on. So here we go. Who is in charge of running a city's election in Alabama? In most cities, the city clerk is usually the election manager, the person in charge of running the city election, right? Now, if you click on here, I'm going to show y'all, this is going to take you to the League of Municipalities, special, I think it's 2025 report. Yeah. It's going to take you to procedures for holding elections in mayor through council municipalities. So that's what it tells you. And this is a special report you see prepared for the 2025 municipal election. So this is what the League of Municipalities put out that govern it. So this is the document, right? All right. And it talks about this election manual provides as a service to persons involved in general municipal elections to be held on August 26, 2025, with a runoff on September the 23rd, if necessary. So this right here is what should have been used to govern how the election manager ran the election. And as you see, this is directly from the Secretary of State in the state of Alabama, Wes Allen. He sent this letter. This was dated the 18th of September, 2024, well before this. And I'm going to read this so people can see. Dear municipal officials, as Secretary of State, it is a top priority to ensure that Alabama elections are fair, secure, and transparent. It is also a goal of mine to provide high quality tools to Alabamians as they prepare to both administer and participate in the election process. Right? We have worked with the Alabama League of Municipalities to prepare and provide an official municipal election manual for municipal election officials to utilize. I would encourage you to review this guide carefully as we enter the 2025 municipal election cycle. Right? The 2025 municipal election cycle. If you have any questions, please contact the election division of the Secretary of State office at 334-242-7210 or consult our website at www.alabamavotes.gov. Thank you for your service to your communities and to the great state of Alabama. Sincerely, Wes Allen. So Wes Allen. So y'all see right there, that's the document that they got this information from. And you can go through that document. Is 92 pages. You can go through, you can scroll through, and you can read for yourself. And the reason why I'm providing this, because people love to fabricate and try to act like somebody is lying or somebody is making something up. I went directly to the source. So anybody that has an issue, all the elections are governed by the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State said that in municipalities, generally it is the city clerk that is the election manager. We're going to go even a step further. All right, we're going to go a step further. Now, let me see. In Marion, the city clerk / clerk treasurer office handles that job. The city clerk is listed as Laura Hinton. For absentee voting in Perry County, voting by mail, the Alabama Secretary of State lists Mia Jacobs Turner as the absentee election manager. And let's go to that. So y'all see the Secretary of State, you got Marion, you got the absentee election manager, Mia Jacob Turner, right? She's the circuit clerk. She's the absentee manager. Then you go down, you got the probate judge. Then they got to, they definitely got to update this because Billy Jones hadn't been sheriff since, I think, April. But this is on the Alabama Secretary of State page. So for people that like to fabricate stuff, I'm taking you guys directly to what the actual source was. All right, back to it. When an absentee ballot, what an absentee ballot must have to count in Alabama. An absentee ballot is only counted if it is done the right way and turned in on time, right? The ballot must be packed correctly, 3 envelopes. Put the voted ballot in the secrecy envelope and seal it. Put the sealed secrecy envelope into the affidavit oath envelope. Seal the affidavit envelope and fill out what it asks for. Number 2, the affidavit oath envelope must be filled out and signed. It usually asks for things like your address, birthday, and reason for voting absentee. You have to provide a reason. The most important part, the voter must sign it or make a mark. It must be witnessed or notarized. Number 3, it must be witnessed or notarized. You must do one of these things. You must have 2 adults, 18 or older, sign as witnesses, or a notary notarize it. You got to have 2 adults sign as witnesses, 18 or older, or have a notary notarize it. If the ballot is missing these steps, it may not be counted. Now, during the Marion mayoral runoff election in September 2025, a first-hand witness said that they saw many absentee ballots with problems that were alleged handled by Perry County Commissioner Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner and his close associate Jeff Easley, who is a notary public in Perry County, included things like no reason written for voting absentee, missing seals, no 2 witnesses, no notary, or no witnesses. The witness said that they reported these concerns to the election manager, who the election manager for the city of Marion is Laura Hinton, who is also the sister-in-law of the mayor Dexter Hinton, who told them the Secretary of State office had been contacted and that everything was okay. That everything was okay. Now, before we go on, for the people that have something to say, I actually have a list. And the only reason why I didn't share the list is because it has people's names on it. So I just wanted to make sure that it was legal for me to do it before I share it. But for those that don't understand, I'm going to count the number of people that we have on here. Right? I'm finna show y'all. Y'all see, it's a list. Y'all see that? It's a list. It's a list. I know y'all can't see it, but it's a list. Right? A first-hand witness that, hold on. Hold on. Let me, okay. Ballots for Albert Turner and Jeff Easley from the 2025 runoff. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54 names on here. 54 names. Now, out of the 54 names, we had 1 that had no witness, 2 that had no witness, 3, 4. They had 5 that had no witness, 1 that had 1 witness, and then the rest are they either had no seal or no reason provided. And I have these people names. I have their names. And this is the thing with all of this, right? While Jeff Easley and Albert Turner are handling an absentee ballot, what are they doing even with the absentee ballot? Why those absentee ballots weren't mailed in or turned in by the people themselves? Why? Why? That's the question. Why? Jeff Easley, I know you are a notary republic. I know you receive your full pardon. I know that you are listed as registered as a notary republic in the state of Alabama. Why are you dealing with absentee ballots? I got it. You can notarize it, but why are you in Albert, working in conjunction with Albert, with dealing with absentee ballots? Why are you associated with that when it's potentially gives the perception, not saying that anything happened, but it gives the perception that allegedly there was voter fraud going on? Because according to what Alabama law said that an absentee ballot is supposed to have, none of those, where they didn't have a seal, didn't have a reason, didn't have two witnesses, wasn't notarized. Neither one of them should have counted. And I wonder why reportedly, why did the election official, Ms. Laura Hinton, who is the city clerk, the city treasurer, the city magistrate, and also the sister-in-law of the actual incumbent mayor, Dexter Hinton, who was running for re-election, why did she say that she contacted the Secretary of State and they said it was okay? I want to know, what did the Secretary of State say? That's what I'm curious to know. And see, this is the type of stuff that we have allowed to go on in Perry County, and we know it. We know it happened, but we've allowed it to go on because we just get along to get along. We get along to get along. If all the people talk about, well, you know, we got to have evidence and ain't nobody got evidence. I said, who said we ain't got no evidence? Like they said on Couple, Hoppo, who that woman? Hey, who said we ain't got no evidence? Who said that? Did you say that? Don't say that. Because you just don't know. You just don't know. I say you just don't know. Hey, you just don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. But we got to get it going. We got to get it going. I have their names. I have their names. I have their names, and I have the actual discrepancy by their name. I have their names. And guess who's associated with it? The chairman, Albert Fitzgerald Turner. I know you at the game right now, but somebody probably hitting you up right now. They hitting you up right now, my boy. They hitting you up. So I know you probably want to go ahead on and watch me live. Hey, Janice Smith, I appreciate your comment, but I'm going to address your comment. Janice Smith just said, Robert, stop trying to set the county back to 80s. Move forward. County back to the 80s. So me exposing the lies that the same people that you've elected since the 2000s, me talking about accountability, me sharing awareness on what the actual law say, is setting the people back. That mindset is the reason why we are in the position that we're in right now. And I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you, and I'm praying for others like you. You know why? It's because the thing about it is this, and I want to share this. I'm finna share this. When God freed the children of Israel from Egypt, from being enslaved, from the bondage of Egypt, they saw all of the plagues. They saw God, they walked on dry land over the Red Sea. They saw that God rained down manna and quail. God provided for them in the wilderness. And many of them still had a mindset that was stuck in slavery. That's why their 11-day journey took them 40 years. That mindset to say that I'm taking the county back to a time when I was a child. You know, I was born in 1979. Born in 1979. And ma'am, I would love to speak with you as well. I would not be back in Alabama until later on, but I do want to address this. Cause see, this is why I speak on it, right? And listen, this is no disrespect, no need to attack, no need to anything. This is about having a conversation. This is about having a conversation about what the reality is, right? Because what has happened is there has been a concerted effort. There's been a concerted effort to provide misinformation, to deceive our people. The whole narrative has been to white folks, black folks against white folks, black folks against white folks. And Travis, no, listen, I'm telling you, this is what it is. This right here is what it is. And this is no disrespect. No need to come and say anything. No need to try to attack her. No, that is not what this is. I want to encourage her to consider. I want to encourage her to consider the information that I'm providing. One, I have never been personal. What I am presenting is fact. I'm presenting it in a way where it is easily digestible, right? We have an issue. We have a chronic issue in Perry County, in the Black Belt, in places where we have African-American leaders. You know why? It is not for the lack of the ability of African-American leaders. The issue that we have throughout Alabama, throughout the Black Belt, where we have a majority African-American population, is the fact that we have blindly trusted our elected officials and not held their feet to the fire. So this is why, this right here, what we deal with in Perry County with the infrastructure issues, when you can't even drive on these roads without the done having your tire and stuff messed up, when you can't even wash your white clothes without fear of they being messed up. You see what I'm saying? When we can't have certain things because of our elected officials. And when somebody comes to advocate for better, who is from there, who is sacrificing to come home, to volunteer to help. Right? Because listen, I want people to know that, listen, this is the thing. And I want people to understand this. I want people to understand this, right? I wore this hat for a reason. I wore this hat for a reason because this morning when I was up cooking, I cooked some oxtails. Boy, tendernism. I cooked some oxtails. I cooked some beef tips. Some of that old slap your mama mac and cheese, rice and green beans, right? But while I was doing that, y'all see that goat? God ordained and anointed teacher. God ordained and anointed teacher. This is about elevation. This is not about attack. You see, let me see, what's her name? Ma'am, Miss Janice Smith, I am going to reach out to you and I'm going to make sure that when I get back in the area, we sit down and we have a conversation. And in that conversation, you can ask me whatever question you want to ask me and you will see where my heart is at. And you can hear from me. You can be in my presence. You can hear directly from me where my heart is at. And I'm being honest with you. I am not sacrificing the potential to make 150 to 200,000, Stina, I got you. I'm not sacrificing the potential to earn 150 to 200 plus $1,000 with my skill set as a logistician, as a senior strategic logistic manager, to come home to advocate for what's best for our community. This is not play. This is not for attention like other people try to do. Like they grasping for straws. Everything that they throw out is not working. Right? And I want the community to understand this. There's a lot of people, and Mrs. Smith, I thank you for all of the hard times that you endured, for all of the people like you in the Black Belt, the people that stood up and faced atrocities, faced discrimination, faced Jim Crow, faced things that I never had to face. I am a product for your sacrifice, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. And in my gratitude, that is why I'm advocating right now, because I'm picking up the same fight that you guys fought to make it better for me. But the only difference is the oppressor is not Jim Crow. The oppressors are people who have the same pigmentation that we have, who've been riding on the coattail of civil rights movements and been in these elected in the decision-making positions. Look, I want to explain this. For the last 20 years, I'm going to just say 20 years. I'm not going to go back 40 years. For the last 20 years, I'm specifically talking in Perry County. Going to Uniontown. Uniontown had a black mayor since 1972. Had a black mayor since 1972. Then you have, they got a white person, Dudley Long. She's on the city council right now, but they've had all black city council members as well. Pretty much for the last 20 years. Look at the decline of Uniontown in the last 20 years. Is that the white man holding us down? Or is that mismanagement and incompetence by people, but we don't hold them accountable because they share the same pigmentation, or they our cousin, or they our friends, or we went to school with them? Right? So I just want to tell people, like, I look at Marion. Yeah, you had Tony Long as the mayor. Yeah, you have representation on the county commission, but the majority of the people that's been on the county commission been black. Out of the last 20 years, how many years have the Perry County Commission chairman been white? How many black people been on the Perry County School Board? I mean, how many white people? Is one on there right now, 1 out of 5. Black folks, we've been in charge, but we don't want to hold them accountable. No, that's the problem. That's why we're in the position that we're in. That's why I've been committed to doing what I'm doing. And I said, man, do not attack her. Respect. We can have disagreement, and I applaud her for reaching out. But those days of getting handouts for $20 and stuff like that and that little stuff, look, them days are over with. The little $40 in a fish sandwich or listen, y'all know the truth. Give you a 6-pack of beer, buy you a bottle of Boone's Farm or some Mad Dog 2020 or that Thunderbird. You get you to vote, or, for reportedly that they get some people some illicit drugs to go vote for them. These same people who claim to care about the community, they prey on the community. They prey on people who are illiterate, who can't read. They do that. They're taking advantage of people right now. That y'all know that. Y'all people know it already. They know all of these people who run with the same folks, these same politicians, and you see them getting money and making donations and all this. And these same folks, these same circles of these allegedly circles of nonprofits and politicians are the same one that the streets are talking that they ripping people off. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? And it's about raising awareness. It's about raising awareness. Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, here you go. The witness said they reported these concerns, like I said, to the Secretary of State office. Office had been contacted, and then they said the Secretary of State office had been contacted and everything was okay. What Alabama law says about voting fraud? Simple explanation. Alabama has laws against things like voting when you shouldn't, not eligible, using a fake name, voting more than once, absentee ballot crimes, improper collecting or handling ballots application, building, buying, or selling votes, bribing or paying for votes. Allegedly. Now, I told y'all, inflation going up. Them same $40, $50. No, them things over with. Y'all need $500, $600. Y'all need $500, $600. Because when they give you that $40, $50, what are y'all getting out of it? Outside of that $40, $50. Just think about it. For those of y'all that took it before, there's been plenty that said that they didn't know no better, and now they know better, so they speaking out. Right? So let's get back to it. Messing with someone's ballot, changing a vote, or interfering. That's why it's so important when we dealing with absentee ballot to have the seals. And guess what? Out of those 54 names the 54 that count, after the count that I did, the 54, let me go back and look at it. I'm gonna count out how many was missing seals that was allegedly handled by Albert Turner and Jeff Easley. And Jeff Easley is a notary public, and Albert Turner is the chairman. I'm the chairman of the Perry County Commission. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we got 54, right? I'm counting all the ones that didn't have no seal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do my military count like we count the military. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47 out of 54 didn't have a seal. 47 out of 54 people that was witnessed, absentee ballots that was witnessed, that was allegedly handled by Albert Fitzgerald Turner and Jeff Easley, didn't have a seal. And it reportedly that they all was counted. So now let's go back to it. I want people to understand and to see it. This is the law that covers election offenses. Right? You see it. It's 2024 Code of Alabama, Title 17, right? And it goes into all of this. Improper use of property, time for political activities. Oh, look, right here. Man, I love this. See, this is what I love, man. When y'all click on this, all right, here we go. Improper use of state property, time. Improper use of state property and time for political activities. No person in the employment of the state of Alabama, a county, a city, a local school board, or any other government agencies, whether classified or unclassified, shall use any state, county, city, local school board, or any other agency funds, property, or time for any political activities. Now, when we say property, that's a county vehicle. So if they using a county vehicle to put up campaign signs, that's against the law. And I heard through a little bird that witnesses have seen the same Mr. Jeff Easley, the close associate to Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner, doing so, putting out campaign signs in a county vehicle. That's against the law. Also, it's been reported to me that they may allegedly be using that same county vehicle to take up people's signs. And you know that's illegal for messing with somebody's campaign sign. Yeah, that right there is illegal. The community is watching, man. You can't do what you used to do. Them days over. Them days over. The awareness is raised and them days are over. Now, this right here is key. This right here is key because I know for a fact a lot of people got a lot more proof. Listen, I'm telling you, a lot of people are afraid because they are afraid to tell that people paid them to vote. They're afraid to tell that because they fear that they will be charged. Right? Don't allow that fear to hinder you to have somebody over. The only reason why they come to you is because they want to hold that over you. Right? So I just want to just let that know. And this is how you can report it. How to report suspected voting fraud. You can report it to the Alabama Secretary of State Fraud Unit. Alabama Secretary of State. You go here. Right? Now, if you go here, I know I'm going fast, but I put that link in there. If you go here, you click on this form. And then you fill this form out. Your complaint will not be made public. Your complaint may be referred to law enforcement agencies. And you can come out here and you can fill it out. Boom. For those that are savvy with computers. Now, we know we have those who are watching this that aren't. We got other options for you. And I just want to let y'all know, this is you can put the name, the address. This is what that is. The date of the issue, the occurrence, the location of the occurrence. All right. And then this is the thing. And I'm finna be honest with you. And I'm about to be honest. I'm about to be honest. Now, I'm going to read this and I'm going to flip the camera around and have an open and honest discussion. Have you submitted information about this complaint to your district attorney and or attorney general's office? Let's be honest. The majority of people, if anything dealing with Albert Turner, the majority of people in Perry County does not, I'm not going to speak for them. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not going to put this on the community. I'm going to put it on myself because of my own personal experience. That I submitted stuff to the district attorney's office for a threat Albert made towards me. And what I got in return was an email saying that they typically don't investigate these type of claims. And I needed to reach out to a state agency that do investigation or submit it to the Alabama Ethics Committee. Right? So when the complaint is raised higher, and when I'm asked, did I submit this information to the district attorney's office? My answer is going to be yes. And I'm going to provide the email proof of what I sent in. Now, for everybody that wants to try to come back and swing that any other way, people, if I can feel that way based off of my interaction, right? What do you think other people may feel? The thing is this, file those complaints. Don't sit around and wait on it. File those complaints. And I'm telling you guys, this is a way where the community can file these complaints. When this election come up in May, then we can raise enough concerns that the Secretary of State would send people down to observe the election in Perry County. But the community needs to make complaints. Many people in the community have firsthand information of voter impropriety, for voter irregularities, and we need the community to file a complaint. But let's get to it. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. You can call. You may call and speak to one of the staff members by calling 1-800-274-8683. 1-800-274-8683. And you are correct, Hicks Johnson. Submit locally and state level simultaneously. Oh yeah, Miss Parker, I'm gonna get to that. Thank you for that. Allegations may be filed via fax using the following fax number. If those that do it, and you can write it up and you can send it via mail, and you may mail it to this Office of the Secretary of State Voter Fraud Unit, P.O. Box 5616, Montgomery, Alabama. Montgomery, Alabama. See, you can call, you can submit online, you can call, you can fax. So they got ways of doing it. We just need the community to do it. We need the community to say, hey, I was approached by this elected official that offered me $150 for my family to vote for them. They paid us $150. That's the stuff that's needed. I'm telling you. That's why I've never been, there ain't been no indictments. Oh, you've been indicted, my boy. You just had, you went to Judge Wiggins. We know how that goes, right? Right? But I want people to understand this. This is the community. You guys know what's been going on. It is time. Listen, so this is the thing. See, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for the attacks. I 100% solely am prepared for the attacks. Right? I am. But what one thing I know, and two things for sure. God has shown the community that all of this stuff that they thought this connections and power that somebody had, they realized there wasn't nothing but hot air. People realize they ain't nothing but hot air. And Miss Parker said, I worked absentee box the last election, and I still have my list of over 100 ballots notarized by the same two people. The ballots were neither sealed, either one or no signature. They also would not call out the names when we asked why not. We were given no reason. The only reason I got the names I got was because I challenged those ballots with no seals or no signature, or the other reason. It was so much voter fraud the last election. Listen, I'll tell you that right now. So but we need those complaints filed. Saying it on Facebook is one thing. Filing the complaint to the Secretary of State is another. And we need people to have firsthand information like that to file those complaints. Your name ain't going to be on that complaint. Your name ain't going to be on that complaint. Your name ain't going to be on that complaint. Just telling you, man. God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and of sound mind. Listen, I stand boldly. I stand boldly on my convictions because I strongly believe that I'm doing the work of the Lord. And y'all wonder why everything. Yeah, I just want y'all, listen, I just want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to think about this. All of this stuff. And Albert, I know you spend all of your time at these campaign rallies talking about me. Man, go ahead and say my name. Go ahead and tell the people the truth. I'm scared. I'm scared of that shepherd boy. I know his name. I know who he is. But all of my old tactics of calling people outside of my insults, but that goddamn boy ain't taking the bait. I don't know where he coming from. I'm nervous. I'm sweating. I don't know. And that goddamn boy got the community watching me, and they holding me accountable. I just don't know what to do. Only thing he asking me to do is tell the truth. But I just can't do that. I can't do that. He just want me to be accountable. I don't know what that look like. My brand. The people see me now. They see me for who I am. And I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. They ain't taking my fish sandwich and my $40 no more. That boy went and did a goddamn video of he done did a video and walked around the done National Guard Armory. Then exposed my lie of a swimming pool. Because I know that the only size swimming pool that can fit is one of them $5 swimming pools you get from the Dollar General store. But that's just what I do, because the people, they believe me when I lie to them. And that boy making me have to come through on my promises, and I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just had to decide to have a little fun. You know, I got to drink some after that, though. I got to drink some. But with that, I do want to do this real quick. All right, here we go. Hey, I'm standing right in front of the old National Guard Armory building in Marion, Alabama. And I just tell you, it's going to be highly unlikely that any work that they're doing here will be fit for the May election coming up. Is it impossible? No. Improbable? Very likely. But I just want y'all to see. I want everybody to see. I'm going to turn it around. This is the current conditions of the building. I know other people have took pictures of it, but I want everybody to see kind of like just how much space. It's not a lot of space. And I'm going back here at Providence Church right there, but I'm backing up. I'm backing up just so people can see. This is the building that they got, what, $500,000 to redo? This is the building. And I'm going to show you guys some more. I'm going to go around the other side. Just some more pictures. Just some more video. I want everybody to see the conditions. That look like, I don't know. They got keep out right here. There was claimed that there was contractors down here. They say keep out, this is open. I'm not gonna go in. Just look like some people been cleaning up in there. And I'm gonna zoom in there so y'all can see. There's somebody in there right now, they working. They working in there, which is good. But do y'all see? Do y'all think this is going to be ready? And the other question is, we come around here, on the side, they got a storm shelter back here. What space they going to put a swimming pool? What space? Now, I filmed this yesterday right before I went back and went to the airport. But that's the space on the side. Tell me what swimming pool gonna go there? What space? Besides one of them little $5 kiddie pools. What space going over here? Let's keep going. Where is the space that they're gonna put a swimming pool right here? That's just a question. And I'm walking around because I wanted to come to see it for myself. I walk around, they got the storm shelter right here, which is a great thing. Commend the commission for doing that. That's much needed in the community. But I'm walking to the back right now, and I'm just taking a walk around. Walking to the back, and I'm going to show you guys so y'all can see it. This is the back. Where you going to put the pool at? Why even make that promise? And then is $500 going to be enough to fix this building up? The best thing, I mean, honestly, it looks like the best thing to do is just tear it down and then rebuild a new building. That'll be great for the community. But let's stop making these promises, stuff that don't even make any sense. It just don't make any sense. And this is the stuff that I'm talking about. We keep talking about this stuff over and over, and people will come down and see it. But look at it. Look at it. They could just tear this building down. $500,000 is not going to restore this. Y'all saw what's on the inside. It's February, it's almost March. Are you still fighting to have the election here? What is it? The commission already voted to move it to the new National Guard. This is crazy work. There's limited parking here. You're right here on Highway 14, right downtown. It's going to create a traffic congestion. That's just what it is. And I have nothing against anybody doing work. I have nothing against this being done right for the community. But stop just lying with all of it. Tell the people the truth. Tell the people the truth. Now, I do want to say this, and this is what not been discussed. Brandon, I appreciate it. The commission has not even voted on the contract for anybody to do work. So the work that's being done in there, I don't know how Abbott is paying them because the commission didn't vote on any work to be done in there. So what contract that he talked about working in there, that contract was never approved by the council. Right? So if Abbott has spent money, what money has he spent? Like, who authorized that to have those people in there? And I want people to understand this. It's February the 17th right now. Even if they went through the bidding process, that's going to cost over $30,000. Any bid over $30,000 has to go through open bidding. That process takes between 5 to 8 weeks. Typically 8 weeks. But I say 8 weeks from now is February. You got March, April the 17th. Say they get a contract in. You think they're going to be done by if they get start on April the 17th, you think they're going to be completed by May the 19th to redo that whole thing, all of that work on there? See, that's the stuff he's not telling you. Or that's the stuff that the people that support him thinks. Now, I did wanted to address this, right? Because this is another thing that I wanted to address. Yesterday, there was a post made in reference to me on the What's Happening in Marion page. And that post basically said that it was a TikTok video shared. And in the TikTok video, it said, when it's your own blood that turns on you. That's the title on it. And that TikTok video basically was talking about feeling betrayed by your own blood and how it hurts for your own blood to turn against you. And this individual made this post, and I'm gonna read it. And it said, "Man, this is for you, all y'all, because when Uncle Tom put in a position, trash your people." I'm reading verbatim, so I'm reading it verbatim. "Man, this for you, all y'all, because when Uncle Tom put in a position, trash your people. Trust me, your constant comments about a certain person and not the whole committee is very personal, unnecessary, I say. People look at your posts and stroll faster than a train wreck. You haven't earned that respect yet from the people that really count. You have inserted yourself an intruder where you don't matter. That's facts. You're exactly who they've been looking for, Uncle Tom, to do their dirty work. They thought you were the man to do it, but the majority always win. Good luck to you for wasting your time. You will learn soon enough, so just keep on keeping on, whatever floats your boat. Swing low, sweet chariot. This was my response. This right here was my response. This is true, especially when we have African-American elected officials who have failed to fulfill the oath they took for the office they were elected to serve, and their incompetence and ineffective leadership negatively impacts the community. At the same time, their supporters cheer them on in the chaos. Calling someone an Uncle Tom for holding an elected official who shares the same pigmentation as me with 100% facts, and they're using their words, is a sign of cognitive dissonance and potential being brainwashed by the elected official to believe everything that they say while requiring no accountability or results from them. As a very proud African-American man who has been consistent with my presentation of facts and references that even those who disagree can see, I will continue to advocate for the best interests of the community as a whole and not be concerned with a few cult-like followers of the same elected officials who wants all the credit but none of the responsibility. When the only thing you have to resort to is attempting to stir up racial division, but refuse to hold the actual individuals responsible for the conditions in our community, we will continue to be in a place of dysfunction and despair because of our apathy and refusal to hold our elected official accountable. Lastly, in the multifarious posts you reference that I've made, where have I lied? Or have I been wrong about the information I shared? Right? And that's the whole thing about it. Now I'm an Uncle Tom. You know, y'all started off saying I was a MAGA supporter. I support Donald Trump. I support Jim Crow. Now I'm an Uncle Tom. This is the same individual that said I had nepotism against Albert Turner because he's a powerful man in Perry County. If Albert Turner's so powerful, why he can't shut me up? If Albert Turner's so powerful, why he can't rebut me with facts? If Albert Turner's so powerful, why he jumping to everything that I'm making him do? And he know I'm making him do it. You see what accountability do? There's nobody is making Albert Turner jump. That man ain't been this quiet. They say Albert Turner quiet as a church mouse. Man don't know what to do. Scared to post. As soon as he posts a lie, I'm on it. I'm telling you, Albert, I'm waiting on you to post a lie. And I got to say this about you, Albert, because this is what be pissing me off with you. You just can't help it, right? You just got to make everything about you, right? Rest in peace to Reverend Jesse Jackson. But Albert Post this morning got to make it about him. He's my mentor, and I plan on traveling to Chicago for the funeral. You better travel on your own personal dime. And if you better travel on your own personal dime. And if I'm the commissions, I'm checking the counter receipt. I'm checking that counter credit card. Don't nobody want you up there, Albert. What you need to do is get on out that courthouse. Your mentor. Boy, stop. Boy, stop. Like, for real, stop. And Albert, you know you the laughing stock of the state right now, right? That video of you is about 400,000 views right now. When Brent told you to get out my face. You know, I wore that t-shirt yesterday. Get out my face, my boy. Get out my face, my boy. I wore it on the live yesterday. I wore it on the live. I want you to see it. I want you to take a look at it. Get out my face, my boy. Get out my face, my boy. And in the words of Brent Harrison, in his comment to the news article, he said that wasn't an altercation, right? He said Albert was standing over him aggressively. He was looking at the contract for Marengo County to house the jailers. Albert said he didn't give it to him to appreciate that, Brandon. Appreciate that. Shout out to Brandon for recording that video. And Brent said, you know, he told Albert to get out of his face. He complied. That man complied very quickly. Very quickly. Very quickly. You know, it is what it is, man. Listen, for those that got information about any voter impropriety, look, you can go to my post this morning. I got the contact information. Put that information in there. Call and let's make those complaints. It is time not, okay, I got it. Social media and all of that, awareness being raised. Got it. Now it's time for action on the community. You can call that number. You can go back, and that number is 18. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to it. That number is, drum roll, please. That number is 1-800-274-8683. 1-800-274-8683. Man, look, I want everybody to realize that change is coming. Like I said before, a rising tide lifts all ships. But if you choose to keep holes in your boat, you're going to sink to the bottom. But everybody else be rising up. Change is coming if you like it or not. So you might as well just get on board. And for these elected officials who know for a fact that you've been doing wrong and you haven't been in compliance with Alabama law, accountability is on the way. Accountability is on the way. Is on the way. Just telling y'all right now. And I want the people to see my prayers for the people to open up, and everywhere. There has to be a commitment by the community to be engaged, to hold these folks accountable. When you hold them accountable, you're going to get the results that you want. If you don't hold them accountable, they're going to feel like they can do whatever they want. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Talk to you later.